Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that pops up in the news every few years: government shutdowns in the United States. What are they? How do they happen? And what are the consequences? Let's break it all down in a way that's easy to understand. So, what exactly is a government shutdown? In simple terms, it's when the federal government temporarily stops non-essential operations because it runs out of funding. Think of it like the government hitting pause on a bunch of its activities because there's no money in the budget to keep them going. How does this happen? Well, it all comes down to the budget process. The US government's fiscal year runs from October 1st to September 30th. During this time, Congress needs to pass appropriations bills to fund government agencies and programs. If they can't agree on these bills, or if the president refuses to sign them into law, the funding runs out. That's when a shutdown kicks in. Sometimes Congress passes a temporary fix called a continuing resolution to keep things running, but if that fails, we're in shutdown territory. Why do these disagreements happen? Usually it's because of political gridlock. The House, Senate, or President might clash over budget priorities or hot-button issues like immigration, healthcare, or the debt ceiling. One side might demand certain policies be included in the funding bill, and if no one budges, the government grinds to a halt. Now, let's talk about the consequences. Not everything stops during a shutdown. Essential services like national security, air traffic control, law enforcement, and emergency services keep going. Workers in these roles, like the military or TSA agents, are considered essential and have to work without immediate pay. That's rough. Non-essential services, though, they're put on hold. Things like issuing permits, processing loans, or updating economic data come to a standstill. National parks, museums, and federal offices might close their doors. The economic impact is a big deal. Hundreds of thousands of federal workers get furloughed, meaning they're temporarily out of work and don't get paid until the shutdown ends. Congress often approves back pay later, but that doesn't help with bills in the moment. The economy takes a hit too. For example, the 2018-2019 shutdown, which lasted 35 days, cost the US economy an estimated $11 billion, according to the Congressional Budget Office. Small businesses that rely on federal contracts or loans get stuck waiting, and that creates a ripple effect. Public services feel the strain as well. Programs like Social Security, Medicare, and SNAP, also known as food stamps, usually keep going because they are funded differently. But administrative delays can mess things up. Want a new passport? Need an IRS audit resolved? Those kinds of services might be paused or slowed down. Then there's the political and social fallout. Shutdowns frustrate the public, and approval ratings for politicians often take a nosedive. Federal workers face real financial hardship, and the constant blame game between parties can make people lose trust in the system. It's not just a policy issue, it affects real people's lives. Historically, shutdowns aren't new. They've been happening since the 1970s, with notable ones in 1995, 1996, 2013, and the record-breaking 35-day shutdown in 2018-2019 over border wall funding. Just recently, in September 2025, we almost had another one, but Congress passed a temporary funding bill to keep things running through mid-December. Why does this matter? Shutdowns disrupt lives, slow the economy, and shake public confidence in the government. They're often the result of political brinkmanship, and when partisan divides run deep, they become a recurring headache. That's the rundown on government shutdowns. If you want a deeper dive into a specific shutdown or its impacts, drop a comment below, and I'll cover it in a future video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next explainer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.